supremacy and plunged the country into chaos. Amidst this upheaval, a self-governing merchant-based city was formed, and through forward-thinking international exchange and trade, it was to become a port city of great wealth. This city has always been at the very cornerstone of the nation, at the forefront of all facets of the economy, trade, and culture of Japan. The name of this city is Sakai. Along with Kyoto and Nara, Sakai City still has a lot of temples and historical buildings remaining here and there from the days when Buddhism flourished. These buildings were built during the 16th and 17th centuries by the merchants of Sakai City, who piled up vast amounts of wealth as a result of their business dealings. They are the remaining treasures of that spirit of prosperity from the golden age of Sakai. What is the path of the historical road of Sakai City? What remains to be explored? Let me guide you on this journey of discovery. Sarcophagi, armor, vast burial grounds, innumerable traces of a proud and mighty ancestry. The Nintokuryo tumulus is thought to be the tomb of a person who, in the 5th century, brought overseas exchange to a new level by pursuing the technical and cultural advances of China and the Korean Peninsula. The Nintokuryo tumulus rates with the Great Pyramid of Giza and the Tomb of Kim as one of the 3 largest burial sites in the world. Its construction required as many as 2,000 people and approximately 16 years to complete. To produce the tools needed for this grand-scale undertaking, as well as a great number of burial accessories, new metalworking techniques were developed at this site. The metalworking artisans collective known as Kawachi Imoji. From the 12th to the 15th centuries, they lived and worked here, undertaking everything from temple bell casting to the restoration of the great Buddha at Todaiji Temple in Nara, and their prowess in the field of metalworking was unsurpassed. Technology of metal forging, the techniques for hammering and reshaping highly heated steel, then gave rise to the art of swordsmithing. These blacksmiths were to play a large part in the ensuing periods of Japanese history. Through the trade with Europeans in the 16th century, a wide range of material goods and cultural aspects were brought to Japan from the West. One of these was the gun. No sooner did guns appear in Sakai than their design was imitated, and via the exceptional techniques of the blacksmiths here, mass production was begun. It was a chaotic time, the turmoil of warring states. Sakai rode with the winds of war, becoming Japan's top gun production center. Sakai, which had grown through its trade with From its position as a merchant-based, self-governing city, Sakai then moved on to the next stage, to become an international trading city. According to one theory, it is said that the total number of the guns made in Japan in the 16th century alone exceeded 300,000, more than all of the guns in Europe. This production system was made possible by the workmen adopting a method of dividing the labor whereby the individual parts were first produced. Then, in cooperation, they worked on the assembly of the entire weapon with the individual parts. It is said that this method of mass production is what enabled the manufacturers to produce such a large number of weapons quickly. It can be said that in the history of Japan, the iron processing technologies and the gun manufacturing techniques that produced such weapons were superb. This tradition of craftsmanship continues in many industries in present-day Sakai City. Blade making, the traditional craft of Sakai. In this exceptional method of manufacture, the blade is obtained by forge welding together the soft jigane-based steel and the hard hagane blade-edge steel through intensive, painstaking hammering, quenching, and polishing. The end result is a unique blade that cuts with ease and never breaks or bends. The sharpness and durability of Sakai blades is an art that has developed through the interweaving of ancestral craftsmanship with fire, steel, and people. Stage race that crisscrosses the nation. The first stage of the tour of Japan is held in Sakai. The superb technology of steelworking is carried on today in the manufacture of bicycle components, many of which are currently made in Sakai. Such as hand-shredded oboro seaweed, which enriches the flavor of Japanese cuisine with its unique sweetness. Sakai's traditions live on. This masterful craftsmanship, inherited through the centuries by the people of Sakai, is carried further today in many fields. Sen no Rikyu, the master of tea ceremony, known by everyone in Japan. Born in Sakai in the 16th century, he created a Japanese cultural tradition in Sakai, the fusion of Zen Buddhism and matcha, green tea for ceremonies, known as cha no yu. It was a chaotic time, the turmoil of warring states. Through the practice of Zen, Sen no Rikyu attained a deep awakening. And he came to the realization that soberly refined things had something more spiritually quieting than things of obvious beauty. Through tea, he sought single-mindedly
the soul of hospitality.
The world that Senno Rikyu had sought was one of mutual respect between each person and having the value of a prudent mind. In addition, the spirit of Rikyu has been firmly passed on for more than 400 years as the essence of the tea ceremony without being diminished. This feeling lives on in the Japanese people, especially the hearts and the minds of the people of Sakai City.
So, in the city of Sakai today, many of these traditions are alive and well. Just as each of the 4 seasons passes with its own beautiful manifestations, there is a greatness to things that never change. Sometimes praying for safety at sea or for a big catch. Sometimes making offerings to the spirits of our ancestors. Sometimes giving thanks for a good harvest. The subtly sensitive spiritual values of Japanese mentality and spirit, which has almost been forgotten by the Japanese of today.
Wow! Now that's the sound of real muskets. Definitely from the golden age of Sakai.
Timeless history, diverse traditions and culture, a continuous heritage of dedication and craftsmanship is at the foundation of the city of Sakai. Sakai is a place of unique attraction. We hope you will enjoy our city. The city of Sakai is quite centrally located in Japan. Central Sakai is only 30 minutes by train from Kansai International Airport and 10 minutes from Osaka. Sakai has a wide variety of accommodations where one may relax and relieve the fatigue of traveling.